I'm an educated man. I can speak Latin and Greek. You're a lay person. You can't read and write usually. Certainly not Latin and Greek. But your priest in the church would speak Latin to you. And the only thing you would know when to genuflect and stuff like that, but the mass would be in Latin, which you didn't understand. So basically, I would come out as a friar, and this is I would preach to you in the vernacular, your own language, and I would use this to illustrate what I'm talking about. Because no offence, but you're just a lowly peasant. You don't know anything really. So I would, obviously it's very, very medieval in the artwork, but I wouldn't know what a Roman soldier looked like.
Very good detail, isn't it?
Yeah.
Drawn. Is that the original one, or is it a copy of it?
It's a copy of. It's not original. I mean, the original is
what I'm saying is it's original to what actually happened back then.
I would say not generally. Now, I would have done this to assist me in educating you.
Right.
A picture paints 1,000 words, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So basically, I mean, there's God. This is Adam making Eve from Adam's rib.
Wow.
And Jonah and the whale. There's a story. It's not in chronological order, obviously, but
very detailed, don't they? In what they do, like graphically, like.
Yeah. I mean, basically, there's a before and after scenario. They're introducing the subject. This is what it would have looked like in the artistic eye, and the outcome. But the language, as I was just saying to the gentleman now, it's not Latin, not Greek. Or it might be medieval version of it, but the scholars today that I've asked can't actually understand it. It could be medieval German.
What's it called, the book?
Well, basically, it's just whatever I want it to be.
There's no name for it then?
It's something I would have made personally to assist in my ministry, if you like, going out and preaching to people. I'm a monk, but I'm not confined to a monastery. I'm sent out to do this. I'm here to emulate the life of Jesus.
So like a travelling monk type thing, type thing, I would say.
I would obviously walk everywhere, same as Jesus. I would teach, preach, beg. I'm a mendicant. I'm not allowed to handle money.
No.
So, I have alms given to me. No money. I couldn't handle money, but I could just give them food. That's
interesting.
all I could ask.
I've never seen a monk one at an event before, so it's just a first.
Well, there are a lot of monks, usually Benedictines, but I'm the only, as far as I know, black friar in the country.
Oh, God. No, I've definitely seen one at this event. It's definitely different.
There you go.
It was worth coming to the event after all, wasn't it, really?
I think I might be the only one. I don't know of anybody else that does it.
Oh, no, as I said.
I have seen a few Franciscans, but not black, not Dominicans.
Are they like... I'll say dark side of the religion side. Are they the darker side or more the lighter side?
In what respect?
The faith of it. When you go around to these castles and places and villages, would they be more like trying to scare people away of the time, bad times, or try to encourage them?
I think that depends on what your aim would have been. If you're there to make sure maybe the lollards are not stepping out of line and you want to convert them back, softly, or you could always use hell or hellfire and brimstone and stuff like that. But it depends really. Persuasion's always better than force, but force is more effective in the short term.
Yes.
But do you actually achieve a conversion?
No, I wouldn't have thought. Because you've got to do it at your own free will, as they say, innit?
Absolutely.
I mean, slight persuasion would be more for benefits that he would try to do, wouldn't he?
Yeah, and really, the more people I assist, the better my chances of getting up there myself.
Yep, get the message across even better, isn't it?
Yeah.
As they say.
So the orders, both Franciscans and Dominicans, came about because of the problem of the Cathars in the south of France. You may not have heard of the Cathars, but they were very much they rejected the traditional religions, and the Pope sponsored Dominic and Francis in particular to get their ministers going and convert the Cathars back to the faith. Now the Cathars were very, very forward-thinking. I suppose they were the early Protestants, if you like, where they didn't believe in the literal conversion of the bread to the flesh and the wine, a bit like Protestants. That's the big difference between Protestant and Catholic today. But they also didn't want priests because they had direct contact with God. And the church didn't like that idea because that was their power.
Yeah.
And so basically they literally had the Albigensian crusade. They sent in Simon Montfort's father and people like that to literally slaughter everybody. Everyone. And the Pope was asked, but Your Grace, won't we kill true faithful people? And he said, oh, kill them all, God will know his own.
I heard about some of that. I don't know where you heard it. I heard something like that. But you would think I was on a show or a film many years ago, and it was like, I'm thinking, wow, you're killing innocent people, even good ones as well. And I'm thinking,
well, they didn't know the
unusual.
difference really.
No.
So kill them all.
Oh, no.
And literally whole swathes of southern France were decimated, literally wiped out. And it was deemed a crusade. So anybody you killed, you were automatically forgiven. In fact, you were given an exalted place in the eyes of God because you'd done what you did.
Wow. Yeah. It's backwards, Are we kind of back down compared?
We are clever people.
Yeah.
We don't believe literally what we're told, what we shouldn't.
No.
We should, but back in the day, if the Pope said, I want you to go and take Jerusalem for Christianity, this is where Jesus' body is and everything, we want to preserve it for Christianity. You can kill anybody. And if you killed a Christian accidentally, well, you were automatically forgiven because you thought it was the enemy. You were automatically given. But if you murdered somebody, that was different.
Different.